Hey everybody! Welcome back to Northern Lion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth. Let's do this. The Eden streak continues. The motherfucking saga continues. Oh, we get started with Pageant Boy on Burning Basement 1 and Unicorn Stump. ECNK D68C. Hoping for a good item room because our stats are bad. Okay. 5 extra bombs gives us an engine with which to grow in the future. It doesn't make us immediately strong. Of course, that's ridiculous. Just talk about the fact that that champion Silkworm took as many Unicorn Stump hits to kill as the actual boss itself. A little silly. That's okay, though. Remote Detonator is possibly like what we actually want to roll with, but I can't say no to the Unicorn. I can't say no to the Unicorn Horn right now. Gives us invincibility, and HP is a little bit odd, at least because of the fact that we only have Spirit Hearts, and our damage sucks, and the fact that we have Unicorn Horn at least means once every 6 rooms, which is not that often, but once every 6 rooms is not going to be hell on earth. Maybe gives us a chance to do some damage against bosses. Wow, I can't believe we didn't get hit there. We really need to try to preserve our HP. We're in a little bit of a delicate situation here, so let's see if we can maybe get Swallowed Penny, and by that, of course, I mean Petrified Poop. That's actually pretty much exactly what I needed in order to get ourselves out of this hellhole that we face. And we also got a secret room with 6 cents adjacent to it. And of course, the Steam sale, which is ridiculously overpowered for where we're at right now. We'll buy a single key, we'll buy the blue candle, and all of a sudden, we'll get the Spirit Heart as well. All of a sudden, we're actually set up pretty nicely here. We have blue candle, which is a reusable high damage option for us that should make bosses, at least in the early game, quite simple. Good for crowd control as well, building space that we can kind of like use as, fodder for dodging basically, but the run is saved. There were pretty much 2 items in that shop that would have saved me, or that could have saved me, red candle and blue candle, and we got one of them, which is very lucky for us, and gives us at least an opportunity to fairly quickly build a decent run here. Let's see if we're lucky enough to actually make that happen and follow through on the promise, because it could still go wrong, but man, this is a really good start. It makes me a little nostalgic, too, because I'm thinking back to, like, vanilla The Binding of Isaac, or at least The Binding of Isaac Wrath of the Lamb. I remember, like, Blue Candle. I'm not even going to look for a second secret room. Let's save our bombs for the next floor. We may need them. I remember Blue Candle being an item that was so ridiculously powerful that I had to limit my use of it. So I was like, hold up here. People are going to be mad if I take Blue Candle this often. Now, it seems quaint, because it's not absurdly overpowered. It's just very, very helpful. But that's the way the Isaac climate was back then, man. We weren't dealing with ye old, 8-inch nails, Tech X silliness. It was a different era. G-Funk stepped to this, I dare ya. It was funk on a whole new level. The rhythm was the bass and the bass was the treble. Okay, just keep hanging out here. So far, so good. This has the potential to be one of the easier runs that we've done recently, just because it's kind of balled out of control right out the bat. I did want to use the Fool card to get out of there, but I'm glad I didn't, because we were able to get the Spirit Heart out of Larry Jr., which may become important for this deal with the devil that's coming up, but we'll see. Hopefully we get that deal with the devil. It would be indicative of a catastrophic failure if we didn't, for sure. By the way, Smartfly's okay, at least. I am totally interested in getting rid of Blue Candle once our damage allows. As of right now, we're not in that situation. You may notice that I am an idiot, and as always, do as I say, not as I do in Isaac. Or do as I do, but don't come to me when it doesn't work well for you. My personal brand of idiocy works well for me for whatever reason. But I'm even, as myself, I'm thinking that using Smartfly as a Cube of Meat style orbital is only going to lead to pain and suffering. So I'm going to try to stop that. It seems like it's not liable to lead to my success. Holy shit, that blocked that shot. It had no business blocking that shot. I should have been taught a lesson for that. We'll take our 7-cent mystery item. It's wooden nickel. It gave us a penny back. I mean, we spent 6 cents on junk, but it's not that horrible. Keep in mind, I could have spent 5 cents on a card that was garbage. So 6 cents on an item that potentially could have been good, but wasn't. Doesn't bother me very much. Alright, the cancer item is, of course, fantastic, and I really wish that we'd actually managed to land that hit there. But the Cancer Trinket is fantastic and sets us up fairly nicely offensively, but I'm mostly kind of reserving judgment until we see what our deal with the Devil holds, because admittedly, without a tier effect along the likes of, say, Explosivo, it's not really anything to write home about. The fact that we can fire twice as quickly. I mean, our rate of fire is pretty bad to begin with. 2 times 1 is still, you know, it's only 2. I mean, I get that it's doubled. Maybe was not the best possible mathematical metaphor to make there, but it's meaningful, but it's not that meaningful, I guess. Succubus is good. Empty Vessel is actually very convenient right now. Let's go head down to the next floor. So we have the ability to fly. Succubus is going to do damage and boost our damage as well. But we're still, personally, a little bit lacking here. Now, we have a weird little, like, hodgepodge, which actually works kind of well for us. When we get the invincibility from Empty Vessel, we actually have the ability to use Smart Fly as a familiar, or as an orbital, rather, an offensive orbital. Now, I just noticed when I walked into that Silkworm, it's a terrible orbital. It does so little damage. There's actually, like, so little offensive incentive to use it that I'm going to do my best to refrain. And since I know there's already going to be comments about it, I recognize that the Succubus does give you like 1.5 times damage, or even 2 times damage when you're inside of the aura that it creates. But I don't like that it compromises my ability to dodge by forcing me inside of a circle. Admittedly, you probably could dodge just fine inside of that circle, but I like to kind of reduce my own cognitive load a little bit and just dodge wherever I want. And if the fight takes slightly longer as a result of that, it doesn't really bother me too much. That was an okay blue can. Oh my god! A little ridiculous there. We'll definitely take the HP. We got super lucky to get a deal with the Devil. We get Black Powder, so effectively we got a luck upgrade plus Black Powder out of this floor so far. And we get to maintain... Oh, this is so good. Tears up. We get to maintain our Empty Vessel. Relatively solid. Very solid, because we have no other active ability to fly, or passive ability to fly. We have no other presently available ability to fly. I didn't hear consumables hit the ground. I wonder if we got an item. What is going on? I was like, I coughed to clear my throat, and then it was like, just kidding. Actually, you swallowed a fly. Okay, Little Gertie is, it's not really that good. But it's gosh darn cute, isn't it? And it's gonna follow us around, and, you know, maybe it does a little damage, but it's like +8 to morale. What is 8 morale? I'd prefer not to give you a scale, because that forces me to actually think about what that would actually mean, whereas for right now, if I don't have to do that, even better. And I do want to say that we're gonna stick with Yara, but that room was awesome. Actually incredible. At least we've already been to like everything except the shop that we want to go to. But we got a Tears upgrade, which is awesome with the Cancer item. And we got Steven, which is awesome with the Tears upgrade, which is awesome with the Cancer trinket. So we're in a ridiculous standpoint here. No, don't take Joker. That one room, like, very surprisingly, has given us a ton of DPS improvements. Dude, I'm so confused. I've lost the Yara rune inside of the House of Leaves here. Okay, we finally got it back. Scary moments. I mean, the Joker card's great, but Yara is a little bit more fun for sure, and it's got a little bit of a higher ceiling of potential coolness as well. And I'm all about cool. One thing you know about Northern Lion, he's always talking about how cool it is. Always doing all these cool activities like learning Java, preaching fiscal responsibility. Got another Tears upgrade and a health upgrade. We don't have PhD or anything. This is just like a really, really good pool of items for us. Now, I guess we should be disappointed that we have that health upgrade. And in a way, losing Empty Vessel makes me want to take that Yara rune. Makes me want to take that Joker card with us moving forward. But I'm going to abstain and just head down to the next floor. And in the future, we should be able to get rid of an HP. Or get rid of HP, I should say. This is not the right way. We might have to go a floor or two without the ability to fly and without the extra invincibility that comes as a result of the empty vessel, yada yada yada. But I think it's pretty good regardless. So we're going to head down to the next floor if I can figure out where the heck this one actually ends. We got 13 bombs, but only 1 key. That's pretty much like the only blemish on what is an otherwise awesome setup right now. Curse of the Blind kind of sucks as well. And of course, you know, I like to kind of set your expectations properly for Yera. I fully expect to hold this until the end of the run and then use it on the chest. I also fully expect that there's probably like a 1/3 chance that I just completely forget it on a floor and or forget to use it on the chest, thereby making holding this completely worthless. But, you know, even with that 1/3 chance of my own cognitive weakness coming back to bite us in the ass here, I still think it's worth using. You know what I would love is actually something to make Empty Vessel a little bit more worthwhile. If you want to hit me up with a speed upgrade, just text speed to 555 1234 567. And then if you want me to get rubber cement, type rubber cement and your social security number to 555. You get the idea. More HP is actually kind of bad for me here. And that's going to make it even worse. But again, I kind of feel like we're going to have deals with the devil in the future. So let's take our HP for now. And we can make use of it here and then lose it on a deal with the devil floor in the future. Stem cells. Okay, now it's getting a little ridiculous. I'm starting to think that maybe we'll just not get our ability to fly back. And that's a sad story, but 9 lives would help out a lot towards getting that engine churning again. Abaddon would help out a lot towards getting that engine churning again, because it would solve it. Guppy's Paw would help out a lot. But beyond that, even if we don't manage to get the ability to fly, it's not like we just lost it for nothing. We do have 4 HP starting on the next floor, so that's it's not an amazing amount, but it's useful. It's enough to be pliable. You know, we can accomplish something as a result of that on our previous strategy would not be doable. It didn't need to waste a bomb there, but it's okay. I want to keep exploring for the possibility to get something from our shop. And I really expect that we will be able to get something from our shop given our high financial situation right now, or relatively nice financial situation right now. We can get 2 things. I forgot we had the Steam sale. Car battery is fine, and the battery. I am actually interested if this can... ooh. Bad trip. If this can turn back time by share, but if this can turn our candle into like a really good boss killer, because we could theoretically shoot out 4 candles upon entering a room. I just want to see... That's bad trip again. I just want to see if we get a full charge of our candle for finishing this room. If we don't, then hey, at least we got car battery. But if we get a full charge for finishing this room, that means we could shoot out 4 blue candles to start our next room. And then by using blue candle once every other room, we could get like a ton of damage out of it that otherwise would not be accessible. Now, it pains me to do so because Fistula would die so easily to a single blue candle. But Succubus kind of accomplishes a similar thing. You know, it kind of distributed damage across a wide area from a geographic perspective. We did not get a charge. Okay, so I think this means that the battery is basically worthless for us. So it's a bit of a wasted money, or a bit of a wasted expense, but who cares? It's probably absolutely fine given our situation right now. And I still think car battery is going to be awesome, assuming it actually shoots out 2 candles or candles that do twice the amount of damage they otherwise would, etc., etc. But I would like to lose some HP, get back to Empty Vessel. Abaddon, Guppy's Paw, those are kind of ideal for that. We'll see if the dream comes true. I can't tell, really. Both of those items might have been a complete waste, but if we ever get rid of Blue Candle, then they will be worth their weight in gold for sure, especially for items that are synergistic. So now, we should look into any item that we see that's a spacebar item, and instead of just being like, oh, we already have Blue Candle. Let's think about how it would actually be impacted by every charge having twice as much use and being able to unleash 2 charges at the same time. You know what I'd do with $1 million, man? 2 charges at the same time. Seen Office Space? Probably. It's, you know, a hallmark of cult cinema. Got more than enough money to buy 2 items on the shop again. Hopefully we manage to go 1 floor without finding Curse of the Blind, so we can make that happen. I'll take the Eternal Heart. Admittedly, this does make it next to impossible, unless we find a blood bank, for us to actually get to 0 HP for this floor or the next floor. Because we'll always have that Eternal Heart backing us up, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Again, if we never get another deal with the devil as long as the game goes on, we're going to be happy to have 5 HP instead of 4. And we're going to be happy to have 5 HP instead of 0, for that matter. And shouldn't really complain about where we stand on this run, given that, you know, a lot of runs don't ever get to this point to begin with. I would like some guppy items, though. I would like them very much. But no such luck. And no map, either. No such luck and no such map. Talk about the passion. Bit of a whiff there. I was really hoping we'd be able to finish the job, but actually that guy lived through a succubus hit as well, and then he lived through a little Gertie hit, which is starting to get a little ridiculous here. I'm not going to go out and suggest that our run is not good right now, but I will go out and suggest that it has not gotten better as fast as I would like. So, you know, we were ahead of the curve for a while. Now we're, like, on the curve. And pretty soon, if this continues, our favorite movie is going to be The Trouble with the Curve, starring Clint Eastwood, and that's just, you know, no go. You don't want that to have to happen. Hello, Tomo. Would you like to enter the gungeon? Just sprints in, jumps into his little cardboard bed, and goes to sleep. I've never been that tired, but I imagine there are people out there that have that experience. Like, sprinting home, immediately jump in bed, covers up, I'm asleep. That's not me. I guess we should take the shop key into the shop. But that's a level of dedication that I'm not sure that I really aspire to, unfortunately. It would guarantee that we don't fight a greed, but maybe I want to fight greed. You're not the boss of me. Tomo's the boss of me. Alright, holy water. Fantastic item. He said, trying to hide his tears. I will use a bomb to blow this up. We got enough bombs that money's worthwhile. You know what? Keep donating a little more here. I don't know what it's going to get for us, but let's just, you know, keep him on our good side. Tomo! What's wrong, buddy? I mean, you're the one who ran in here. I'm a little surprised by your sudden desire to get out. He's like, yo, dog, my problem's not with you. My problem's with the concept of doors as a principle. Okay, you may leave. Now that you've made sure I'm okay. Go out and, you know, hear the strange noises from outside this thick wooden door. Finally, we're going to be fighting the boss on this floor. I'm surprised that we're only on pace. In fact, we're a little bit slower than the pace necessary that I usually consider average boss rush split. So I wouldn't say I'm disappointed, but I am aware of the fact that maybe this run is not as high damage as I hoped that it would be. Ooh, a little dicey there. But I think we did handle this fight pretty well. No deal with the devil. At least we get a Tears upgrade, and actually, Mr. Dolly, as is often the case, worked out fantastically there with the distribution of Black Hearts and Spirit Hearts, but man, oh man, I'm a little surprised by the lack of deals with the devil now. Now, Empty Vessel's not gonna be what gives us the damage that I feel is necessary for us to do very well here, but at the same time, I mean, I told the viewers that we'd lose that HP, and I'm still holding on to it. What am I supposed to tell them now? Don't even really have the speed necessary. Oh, no. The speed necessary to use not Empty Vessel, to use Black Powder that effectively. I also feel like the hands don't get, oh, they get hurt by Black Powder good enough. Well enough, whatever. An arcade combined with a boss trap room is just it's a popcorn classic back here. I am going to play this, and hopefully we'll be able to use our money for good. If we could get restock in our final shop and another item pedestal with Steam sale already on this run, puts us in a really nice position to possibly buy exactly whatever we would possibly need. 24 cents is 3 items and a consumable from the shop, but it could get even better if we start milking that donation machine if we have to. It's already worth it for the spirit heart, but man, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't in the market for some guppy love here. So party people in the club, it's time to cut a rug and throw your deuces in the sky just for the guppy love. I'm double-fisting. If you're empty, you should grab a cup. Boys, stop. Something, something. I'm just cutting up. I can't remember. Baby, babe, you're in my system. You guys listen to, you know, Big Boy's Magnum Opus or Luscious Left Foot? Oh, did that come out recently? No, it came out in 2010, the last year that I listened to new music, I think. Not that present music is any worse, you know? I'm not one of the, oh, I'm 6 years old and the music my friends listen to these days makes me shake my head. I wish I was born in the 2000s so I could listen to Creed with you enlightened a lot. Like, every single music video, man. You're gonna have to take me at my face value here. You're gonna have to just believe that I'm being honest. I have never looked up, or at least I don't recall looking up, a Wiggles music video on YouTube. I know that one of their songs is called Fruit Salad Yum Yum. People on Twitch keep telling me about it. They say it's sublime. But, no, sometimes we use that as a shorthand reference in our Twitch stuff. But I guarantee, if you go on the Wiggles videos, there's probably a top comment as, like, a 14-year-old kid being like, man, when I was a kid, we listened to the Wiggles. Kids these days just listen to the Justin Bieber sex tape over and over. Like, that's... Kids, here's the real... There's good music from every era, man. Is there more good music from some eras than others? Yes, but it's irrelevant because of the fact that there's already so much good music out there that you can't listen to it all. There's too much good media. It's a quality problem to have. It's people recommend you like a television show and you go, oh, sweet. I'll pencil that in with the other 50 television shows that are, you know, currently airing during the golden age. If anything, the thing that... We're not going to get boss rush, so just accept that. Let's find our shop. The thing that pisses me off about this, like, oh, I wish I was born back in the 80s so I could have listened to Prince when it came out, or to put it more accurately, like, I wish I was born in the 80s so I could have listened to, like, the Replacements when they first got onto the scene. Kids these days only listen to Justin Bieber. That's not true, man. We live in an era where discovery and accessibility of new music, it's more prevalent than you could ever possibly see in the past. How would you figure out what band to listen to in the past? It's either what's on the radio, you buy like a music magazine, which is all advertising to begin with, or a friend plays a record for you. That's it. Now you got all these, you know, awesome avenues for criticism, and you go, hey, I want to listen to that album. What should I do? Should I go down to my local music emporium and then hope they have the vinyl and let me go to the listening room to test it out for an hour? You just fucking go online and listen to the song and go, that's dope. I'm going to buy the album or do whatever you kids do these days with the album. You're so much better off now. Sure, okay, you know, John Lennon's dead. There's nothing we can do about that. If it's not like kids these days killed him. He got assassinated by the Mark David Chapman in the 1980s, man. Like, if there were people, I guarantee, you know, I want to take me back to 1977 when the first Talking Heads album came out. Oh, kids these days. Yo, in 1977, all your friends would have been listening to fucking Davy Jones and Leif Erikson anyway. You'd be saying the same thing. Oh, no one in my high school has the same kind of taste that I have. It's ridiculous, man. Why can't you just not jerk yourself off about it? Be like, oh, you know, Pearl Jam in the 90s was dope. You don't wish you lived back then. If you got in a time machine, you'd be like, oh my god, I'm watching like Pearl Jam's first show. This is incredible. Let me tweet about it. Oh, shit. I can't. Twitter hasn't been invented yet. You don't understand. I mean, many of you watching this probably do, but you don't understand how good you've got it. This is not a kids these days moment. This is just saying, like, you know, everyone wants to go back in time. Oh, YouTube video, first Gregorian chant ever recorded on an Edison cylinder. I wish I could go back to the 1700s. Because I totally wouldn't be one of the people dying of Spanish flu. I would be one of the people who lived, even though, you know, 1 in 6 people on planet Earth was killed by the Spanish flu around the end of the First World War. Yo, I would be alive, dude, and I'd be on Tin Pan Alley. That's, everybody overstates, like, their role in their own personal narrative, I guess. But anyway, that's just, it doesn't bug me to the point that I can't sleep at night. It just annoys me, and I'm like, hey, you know what I haven't heard in a while? Oh, Smashing Pumpkins' Cherub Rock. Does anybody else listen to this music? I'm a 2-month-old fetus, and I don't know if anybody else my age can appreciate artistry like this. Yo, shut up. Just shut up. I hate these. You know what? I hate you enough that I'm gonna leave. And I'm extremely glad we did. We don't have champion belt, but apparently that doesn't matter, because all we're gonna do is fight champions all day. Because we are the champions, my friends, and we'll keep on fighting until the end, or something like that. Yo, dude, they played this song when I won 4th grade spelling bee. Oh, and it was the first time I ever heard of this wonderful band, Queen. None of my friends know that they exist. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard not being able to relate to people my age on one very specific aspect of media. Ugh. Okay, PJ's is good here. We're at 23 minutes. Hush is a possibility, but honestly, as good as this run has been, it's kind of tapered off. Like, it started real strong, and now it's just sort of, you know, I don't want to even say decent, because it's a little better than decent, but it's not very, very good, like it was shaping up to be early on. But it's comfortable, I guess. I'm really glad we didn't get rid of Blue Candle for anything, because it is saving us a whole world of hurt. I see your blue candle shining through. I see your blue candle. It looks like Keith Yandel. He's a, you know, defenseman for the New York Rangers, National Hockey League. For a blue candle to look like Keith Yandel, it's unlikely, let's put it that way. He's, you know, like a 34-year-old, 6'2", you know, 210-pound professional athlete. Blue Candle is a candle that is blue. But they do call the Rangers the Blue Shirts, so, you know, it's not the worst. I could have said something different and been totally wrong. Oh, Keith Yandel's the best Arizona Coyotes defenseman of all time. All my friends these days just want to talk about Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Nobody remembers the good old days. The wrong generation. Okay. But everybody's got to go through that phase as well, you know. Let me be the traditional Canadian and pull it back. You gotta respect that. The most I get bent out of shape is when somebody's like, you know, I'm 15 years old, none of my friends listen to this music, aren't I cool? And then like some like 40 or 50-year-old guy who was alive when the music was in its golden age comes into the comments and is like, yeah, congrats, you were so much smarter than the rest of the people your age, you know? Back when my day, we knew what real music was. It's like, you're just enabling that level of jerk-offery. Like, you're the adult. You're supposed to be better than that, man. You can't yara ruin, remember that. Whenever somebody says, yo, the music of my generation is so much worse, go back and show them fucking, like, Disco Duck or something. I'm not sure that it was. Is there, like, I don't know, everybody has this fetish with, like, living in the worst possible time to be alive. 2016's pretty dope, man. It's not going to be dope for everybody. Everybody's got off years and on years, but 2016's pretty solid. You see they tested the fucking Hyperloop? That's sick as shit, man. It's a terrestrial form of transportation. May allow you to get from San Francisco to Los Angeles in 45 minutes without having to hop on an airplane. You know, cheaper, more environmentally friendly. A little bit implausible right now, but, you know, flight was implausible at first as well. There's all sorts of innovations happening on a regular basis. Disease is being eradicated, you know? Countries raising their standard of living to the largest level it's ever been at in their history. We're going to be, oh, but Justin Bieber's on the radio, so, well, why do I even bother? Come on now. I'm just waiting for Justin Bieber to have his, like, breakout, you know, like Scott Walker, not the, you know, Republican presidential candidate, but the former idol from, like, the 50s who became kind of like a indie rock legend. Oh, God, how did we not get hit there? I'm waiting for him to have his album there and change the world, man. Good old Canadian boy, Burlington, Ontario. I don't know. Burlington? He's from somewhere. I don't know. It's not like he's on our $20 bill or anything. He is Canadian, though. You gotta take the good and the bad. I'm not even saying he's good or bad. I'm just saying he's there, and you gotta take him. Somebody's gotta. Okay. Good stuff. Good stuff. Ha! Yeah, the other thing that bothers me is that everybody's gonna be like, in 20 years, they'll be posting on videos of Justin Bieber. They'll be like, man, popular music used to be so cool. Kids my days only want to listen to, you know, Skrillex's daughter. Then 20 years from there, they'll be like, Skrillex's daughter was amazing. Now everybody only wants to listen to Pachelbel's Canon as rapped by the Japanese Honda robot Asimo. You know, it's a vicious circle of jerking off. Now, this run, against what I would consider most odds, has turned out, like, just okay. We really had things, like, stacked in our favor. I don't know what the hell happened to our deal with the devil chances. Like, they got completely eroded. We've had such poor luck. I mean, I'm super stoked to have Dark Bump, don't get me wrong, but we've had really poor luck since picking up, like, if I look on the side there, Car Battery. Dark Bump's great. Lump of Coal's fine. The Blood Clot is cool, right? These are all acceptable items, but they're not going to win you the game on their own, just by themselves. We need a little something on top of that, and we at present do not have this. We're not going to get it on this floor in all likelihood, so we're going to really rely on Yera to kind of take it to the next level for us. I do want to go to the Cursed Room. However, I'm actually fairly concerned about our HP. I don't really want to kill him, I just want to wound him and then leave and hope that we don't go back. Thanks to Curse of the Shitty Directions. Curse of the Apple Maps. I've never used Apple. I'm just joining the circle jerk myself. See, I'm as bad as any of them, and so are you. So are you. That's what really bums me out. We're all sons of bitches. Ernest Rutherford. I think that was actually Robert Oppenheimer, but whatever. Yo, where's my HP, though? Oh! Ho, ho! Looking for hearts in all the wrong places. Looking for... Oh, my God! Okay, I'm actually frightened now. Yo, HP, though. I mean, we do have Placenta. We should be able to get a little life gain there. We only need enough to beat Isaac to have hope. Oh, my God. But I would love to pick up, like, a little bit more HP. I don't want to throw a one run. I also am not super thrilled about the fact that Blue Candle is still, like, our best damage dealer. It's a tragedy, man. We've had it since the first floor. Against my better judgment, I let him pick it up because we don't have any other half hearts to gain. And, I mean, oh, what the fuck, though? I walked him right into me. This could be a disaster. Like, I don't want to use tears anymore. I just want to use Blue Candle. Give me a red heart. Oh, you fuckers. Oh, I died! God damn it. That run, I had no reason to die on that run, but... Ooh, we kind of petered out on that one real quick. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Dang.